I'm going to be doing your March reading. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. Okay, guys? So your main energy for this month is surrender. Okay. You also have your two love oracle cards that actually came jumping out. I usually take out one, but both of them came out at the same time. You have cassette, and then you also have heartbroken. All right. So let's just talk about these three cards first before we dive into anything else. So what's going on here is that someone is going through their or being called to go through a process of surrendering and going through a major transformation, okay? Because anytime I see something like this with the butterflies, see the butterflies, they usually go through a transformation, okay? So see how she like they're like little bugs there. See the little bugs? See how they're like attached to her there? And then as she releases them, they transform into these big, beautiful butterflies. Um, Somebody's being called to move beyond a situation or move beyond what's been going on in a loving relationship. And so it's like, it's all about growing and moving forward and doing what is best and just like transitioning out of things, right? And so you also have cassette and heartbroken. So somebody is like going through outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in their head. We also have heartbroken, somebody who's deeply hurt, sad, separated, breakup, feeling lost, and grieving and mourning. And so somebody is going through this moment of transitioning and transforming and surrendering what has already happened. And so there is a situation here that, you can see here that already ended or it's about to end, and so just thinking back about everything that has happened, why things happened the way it did is kind of like beating around this person's head, right? And so they're also going through the sad parts of this whole situation. But they also understand that there's something greater here. And the greater part is surrendering and letting go of what's happening, okay, or what's about to happen. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at your tarot that you ended up getting here to clarify these three oracle cards. You ended up getting the Queen of Wands, the Knight of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, King of Wands, Page of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. So let's read this one up on top. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is someone that really was in a space to go after a relationship that to them they felt that could go the distance. They had, high hopes that eventually a relationship that was at first like, very passionate, something that was exciting and fun would eventually turn serious. Okay. So that's what this person was waiting for. And so this person had great intentions to really go after this with this Knight of Wands. Okay. They're like, see how they're looking at the Ten of Pentacles here? The Knight of Wands was looking at this committed relationship or looking at this investment that they're really desiring. But the only issue here is that you have somebody that comes off as a Queen of Wands, but their behavior is more of a Knight of Wands. And I'm just wondering if at first the chase and the wanting and the passion was there, like they're ready to go for it. But then along the lines, like as they were trying to move towards this Ten of Pentacles to have more of this committed relationship, they were in this space of kind of like being in and out. Like, yes, I do want it, but give me a second. Let me go check something else out real quick. It was like they're kind of in and out, but then trying to portray that they're really wanting this so badly. Okay. Now what I see here on the bottom is the King of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. So here's another wand. So there's like a lot of fire here. So some of you guys may be dealing with a fire sign or a water sign. And then I see one air here. So it just all depends whoever you're dealing with. But something's going on here where this person is like, okay, I'm really going to go after what it is that I want with this King of Wands. Like they're very, very focused and hyper fixated on love. But the thing is that what they're wanting is to start up love, to offer it, and be very romantic. But when it actually came time to give more than just this, it's like they couldn't do it. They just couldn't do it, right? Because they have the Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups. I don't see like the King of Pentacles here. I don't see the King of Cups here. I don't see aces. Um, so it's like the desire was there, but then it was like it wasn't fully grown. Okay, so the attempt to flirt, the attempt to say what they feel was there, the attempt to say that they desired the Ten of Pentacles was there, the sex and the passion and everything else and wanting to take action towards the relationship was there. But when it really came down to really investing in this, there was it fell flat, right? Okay. And so wherever this fell flat, and the person who was kind of like in and out and then could only give but so much, um, it broke the other person. Okay. And it made somebody be in this space of, you know what, now that I think about this with the cassette, I'm thinking this whole situation over and over again. And maybe I did have signs, maybe I did have red flags that this person wasn't all the way in the way that I thought they were. And that's what makes the heartbreak a lot deeper, because sometimes we ignore the signs, other times it's like it's kind of hard to see. um because some people are very good at masquerading their behaviors or their true intentions, and you don't find out till months later or a year later, because they're so good at it, right? So we're going to go ahead and look at this outcome here, what you got on the side. So what you ended up getting on the side, Taurus, is the Ten of Swords. So when this whole situation was realized, like, oh my God, um, yeah, so sounded amazing at first, and everything else would seem to be good. But when it came down to having this real, true investment and all the way into this relationship and taking it far, this person's not going to be here to give me that. Either they're playing too much, or something was happening that was taking away their attention, and that's why they couldn't fully invest because they were dealing with other things. And that's where the hurt came in, and the betrayal and the ending of this whole situation. And whoever was hurt finally realized what this all was. But the thing is that they realized the ending, but now they're in this process of surrendering and transforming who they are. Um, they're going through the sadness, yes, and they realize what all of this is. But now there's going to be movement, okay? But attached to this Ten of Wands, to this hurt, was the Two of Cups, was the Four of Pentacles. Sorry, is. And it's also the Hermit, okay? So see, there's that overthinking. Now that the end is here, and we're seeing this whole situation, we see it much deeper with this Hermit card. Remember the overthinking. Now we understand, okay, this really does have to be over. Because whatever happened here wasn't a benefit to me, and it put me in such a bad space. I truly did love this person, and I do believe that this person, like both of you, loved each other. The love was there, and you both chose each other. But it seemed like somebody just couldn't quite get it the way they needed to get it in order to stay, in order to make the right choices. And at one point, you guys were soulmates. You guys really jived with each other. But then all of a sudden, who they are as a person started to ruin whatever this was. And the thing is that it left someone to try to hold on the best they could to this relationship and make it better with this Four of Pentacles, but they realized that whatever they held on to wasn't a whole lot. And now we're still sitting here going through the loss of this, and now you're being asked to surrender. Okay, so either you or your person, somebody needs to surrender and transform. Either transform to come back to this and make it work, or transform to really heal and move on from this and wait for the right opportunity to receive the right type of relationship. Because whatever was here, they had to end. It had to go because it wasn't going to give you or the person what they wanted or needed. Let me see if I can look what's on the bottom of the deck. Nine of Pentacles. Right now, you need to be asked, either your person needs to be asked to really work on self, invest in yourself, heal yourself, grow yourself again, like just add on to yourself and your experiences and love and grow from it, but also become successful from something that wasn't good for you. Let me see if the cards give me anything else. Spirit, can you give me anything else for Taurus? Anything else, please, Spirit? Yeah. It's time to go very, very quickly and move forward. You can't stay exactly where you're at, but there's something coming into a message. What else, Spirit? What else, Spirit? The Empress. I think that this is not particularly a message from this person, whoever you're dealing with, or, whatever the situation is. I think this is actually Spirit guiding you. And I think this is also whatever's coming through this message. This is the message for you. And reiterating what this Nine of Pentacles was that I just showed you. In order to become an amazing Empress that you are, and to be fully healthy and full flowing Taurus, you really have to take everything that was said into consideration. For those of you that this resonates, because it's not going to resonate for everybody, but for those who resonate with this, it is time for you to shine, honey, and it's time for you to find yourself again, put love into yourself, heal yourself, and understand who you are. Now, this is also for my gentlemen, okay? The Empress is not just for the females, but understand who you are in this whole situation, and that you deserve so much better. And the Empress does not, let me say it one more time, does not tolerate less than what they deserve. And this is a situation where you're giving less than what you deserved. And so the Spirit is telling you and coming to you quickly and telling you right now through this message, and it's going to be telling you through the rest of the month, that you have to work on yourself. You need to love yourself, do what you got to do to move beyond all of this and surrender. Okay? So I know a lot of you guys probably weren't expecting this. Some of you guys are probably here wanting to hear about somebody coming in, sweeping off your feet. The thing is that this is the way tarot works. Tarot will reach out to whoever really, really needs it. And Spirit knows who it needs to contact and really get to. And this is one of those situations that Spirit is calling out loud to you to really fixate on yourself, because you're a beautiful or handsome, amazing person, and you deserve more than what you were getting. So it's time to do the work for yourself, okay, on yourself, and see what comes in after that. Okay, because when you're in your highest vibration, you end up calling somebody who's in the same place. Okay, so this is all I have for you guys. Hopefully it made some sense. But you guys take care of yourselves and have a good one. Talk to you later, okay?